Hey everybody, welcome to the Wombo podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gimpy, and at long last, after 2 long weeks on the shelf, the one, the only, Chip Monk. What's up, bro?
What's up? The rumors of our untimely demise have been greatly exaggerated.
Don't call it a comeback. We've been here
That's
for
right.
years.
We're here. Still doing it big. Still living life.
Yeah, happy 2023, everybody. Thanks for all your
Yeah, we
support
made
over
it.
the past. Damn it, this will be our second year in, bro.
50th year.
50th year on the pod. Definitely, dude. Definitely. All right, man. How's your holiday, brother?
It was great. I did absolutely nothing, but it was by choice. I was like, let me try this nothingness, dude. Let me try and retool my Zen. I just read books, laid around, took naps, dude. It was great. Worked on just eating right, did some exercise, nothing crazy. I did what most people would do if they went somewhere on vacation. If they're like, oh, I'm gonna do something like to read a nice book that I've been meaning to read, and that's it. That was it. It was great.
Nice, man.
What about you,
awesome.
man?
It's good to retool like that, dude. Christmas we celebrate, and Christmas went well. Kids were super hyped for their gifts.
Wow.
Wife and I completely conked out like Christmas Day. Stayed up all night.
It's a lot of work.
Bringing the holiday cheer.
Yeah, you got some trees and lights.
Conked out the day after as well. Yeah, man, holiday went good. New Year's went good. We did some fireworks and stuff for the kids. And as far as like gaming wise, man, didn't even get a chance to play God of War. Really, it was really just about the kids, man. I didn't really get to do any large amount of gaming, but for what I did play, it was like some co-op stuff with the kids and stuff. So that it's been fun, man. We did Turtles in Time. Played through that as a family.
It's a classic.
Yeah. So great time.
The new one?
No. I have the new one. The new one was just like too long to keep their attention.
Yeah.
So we just did Turtles in Time, and then they're like, okay, we'll come back to this. We started Shredder's Revenge, but last like 3 levels, and they're all like, we'll come back. We haven't yet.
Yeah.
It was good though, man. It was good. So, dude, lots happened in the 2 weeks that we took our little break here. Games of the year, man. Let me see. Did yours win? Did yours win?
What? Did I have a game of the year?
We didn't formally announce it, but I said that it would probably when we left. I said it'll most likely be Elden Ring, and Elden Ring deserves it. But if God of War got it, I wouldn't be mad. And across most publications, Elden Ring did win Game of the Year, including at the Game Awards. So congrats, Elden Ring. Congrats, God of War. How about yourself, man? How'd you feel?
It was a year, man. I got the list of all the games, the notable ones that came out. We got a Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Stray. We got Bayonetta 3. Let's see what else we got here. Sifu. It's a good game right there. Splatoon 3. I heard mixed things about it.
Sifu was my outside of like Elden Ring. Sifu was my personal game of the year.
We had that Teenage, Mutant Ninja Turtle game we just talked about, Shredder's Revenge.
Yep.
Overwatch Deuce, dude. The game that took a deuce. Return to Monkey Island, dude. Did you play that at all?
Bought it, haven't played it yet. I'm currently on vacation now. It's one of the games I'm trying to beat.
That's a vacation game.
Yep.
You return into the island.
Oh yeah, dude, you got to. That game's childhood right there, man.
I heard that game kind of makes fun of the first games, but I don't know. I don't want to taint your review or thoughts on it.
It's made by the same creator, right?
Exactly, and they're like, "Yeah, remember all that stuff that was dumb." LOL, and it's like, bro, why did you make this game then? I don't know. It's weird.
That's their humor, though. It's the same. It's the same. I'm cool with it.
We had the Sonic's Frontier drop, dude.
Have you tried that?
No, I've heard mixed things. I've heard like I don't know from filthy casuals who look at it. They're like, this game looks like trash, but I don't know. I've heard
Sonic game in best 3D Sonic game. Let me rephrase that. Sonic Mania was the best Sonic game. Best 3D Sonic game in probably 5-10 years.
Excellent, man. You heard it here first, dude.
Worth it.
Pokemon's
Great step in the right direction for Sonic.
Pokemon's Scarlet, Violet,
Yep.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. I don't know about that. What else we got here? Marvel's Midnight Suns. Is that like a mobile game?
Fuck no, dude. It's
No?
the superhero XCOM basically with the card battle system.
All right.
Also,
Really?
that also won Game of the Year from certain publications, and it typically was like the PC runner-up from a lot of publications that I've seen, and that game's a fucking banger.
Yeah, I've seen things about it. I know nothing about it. I know Marvel's been putting a lot of money into mobile games, which is why I was like, is it like mobile? But
Nah,
all right.
dude. It's made by Firaxis, so you know, of XCOM fame, and
Yeah.
let's see, they. So knowing of the games you play, right? So it's a turn-based strategy, but it has like kind of like a deck building kind of card battle system, kind of like Slay the Spire in
Yeah.
a turn-based scenario, but also a relationship simulator because you have to be friends with all these superheroes. There's that little bit of zhuzh for you, dude. A little bit. You got to go on a date with Wolverine
spice on
shit,
it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'd
suggest you check it out,
it.
dude. I suggest you check it out.
All right.
I don't know if you like the turn-based games like that, man, but little spice.
I don't trust like that no more, dude.
You got to, dude. You got to open your heart to the Midnight Suns, man.
We got the Castillo Protocol.
Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
The spiritual successor to Dead Space that arrived kind of flat. It's on my list, but after watching a little bit of gameplay from it and the middling reviews, and I have a buddy who I really trust for horror games because I'll buy it first. Saying that it didn't scratch the Dead Space itch for him. I was like, okay, I'll wait for it. I'll probably play through it in October personally, but it's.
If it gets close enough, I feel like Dead Space is more of an action game than a survival horror game now. The newer ones,
game, bro. First game.
Didn't they just remake the first one at some point?
It's still happening. It's still happening.
All right, that's the thing.
It's still being made, but the third game especially was an action game, but the first and second were definitely survival horror, especially the first. The second, you're basically God, but it was fun.
What else we got on this list? Pokemon's Legends Arceus, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. People love that game.
It's, I feel like neither of us play Pokemon, so like how big it is, like I can't in good conscience like suggest it or say anything about it because I don't play it.
The people I see on the YouTubes who like it like replay the shit out of it. They love that game. So like it's like one of those games where it's like multiple run throughs. People are like min maxing their strategies. There's stuff to explore. There's all kinds of secrets. I don't know if you're into the Pokemons, and you have a Switch. Try Kirby and the Forgotten Land, dude.
I was gonna say those people already love that game.
Yeah,
the Kirby game's fucking great.
Yeah, man. That's why I recommend it. We got High on Life.
You see, that's why you recommend it.
That's
Bro,
right.
He's going off a list. Don't listen to this man.
I'm going through this list, and I'm like, yeah, I'd probably play that if I had more time. I wouldn't play this. This game, High on Life. I don't know if you know anything about this.
Yeah, it's made by Justin Roiland.
What do you think?
Rick and Morty fame. It's getting like half and half because if you like the comedy style, you'll love it. Yeah. If the comedy style's not for you, the shooting gameplay
into the Rick and Morty.
But, I like it. I'm not like the worst part of hyper popular shows like that are the fans.
Sure.
Yeah. I actively avoided Rick and Morty for a little bit because their fans were annoying. The whole Szechuan sauce kind of debacle years ago annoyed the fuck out of me. And then I finally watched the show. I'm like, okay, it's funny. I like it. High on Life is on my list to buy, but it's not on my list to buy immediately.
I gave it a few episodes, and it's just not really my sense of humor. I was just like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I get it. I get the jokes.
Fine. Yeah. Here's the problem, dude. When you say something like that, people are like, oh, you don't watch Rick and Morty? Fuck you. I'm like, okay. All right, you know what I didn't watch
That's
either?
exactly
Game of Thrones. Like, fuck me again, right? So,
I tried also. I gave Game of Thrones a couple episodes too. It was just I don't know. I like sword and sorcery. I like combat stuff.
Yeah.
I might want to give Willow a try because I don't know.
You like the movie? It's a continuation.
Yeah, the movie Mad Mortigan with the Sword Master. I don't know if they'll have any of that stuff in there.
I'm sure.
So Val Kilmer, he like picks up dual wielding swords. He starts swashbuckling around, and Willow's like, "You truly are great." It's a movie, dude. Things happen. They fought like a Hydra at some point, like a sewer Hydra popped up out of
topic,
nowhere.
Bro.
So we got Gotham Knights. That's a game.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
It needs some more time in the oven, according to everybody. All I saw was like the side by sides where they're comparing it to the old Gotham Asylum games.
So here's the thing with that. Like, I'll say like boring combat stuff like that. That's all subjective. But I think the biggest shot for that game for me is the fact that you have 4 playable characters, but it's only 2-player co-op.
You saying that it's a missed opportunity?
Yep, 100%.
Can you do 4 online?
Horde mode, or like whatever their fucking weird ass extra mode are, but it's only 2-player co-op.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Yep. What else you got?
Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah, I'm more of a Forza guy now, but for
I feel like they went with like real life simulation almost. They went with like racing sim complete. They didn't like whereas like Forza's still arcadey a bit, but even that's kind of blurring the lines a bit more. Where it's like,
like because Forza Horizon came out to give you the arcade people something to do, and then Forza Motorsport is for the sim fans. So I think there you have both. Gran Turismo, it comes out so slow, but they're always like on point. But I like there's only room in my life personally for one racing, either if it's arcade or sim, and it's gonna be Forza for me. But
it scratches that itch. We got Elden Ring.
Hell yeah.
Game of the year. People really love that Elden Ring. It seems all right.
I say it's pretty. So everybody, Chip doesn't play Souls-like games, and he will never give them a try. But
yeah, dude, it's not like Game of Thrones where I can give it like a couple episodes and see if it's for me, dude. Like I have to spend like 50, 60 hours, and I get it, man. I get it.
You're gonna like it one day because everyone who's like, I don't want to play a Souls game, and then they try it once, and then there's something happens where it scratches that little pleasure zone in your brain. You're just it's the only way you can get it up anymore. So you got to keep going and going and going, man. It'll happen. It just hasn't happened yet.
I feel that way about what's the game Monster Hunter. I feel like that's what that game's gonna be like for me. Where I'm like, I think that's what I want to play. But like,
I always felt Monster Hunter would be something you'd want to play. That game's that's one that's not for me. I've tried it.
Yeah,
3 versions of it, including World, and I'm like, this game should be up my alley, but it's not.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. It seems like my kind of weirdness.
Yeah,
that's why I'm staying away from it. I'm like, I'm
a gifted to you, brother.
Don't do it, dude.
You gotta do it. I gotta have you quit your job to become the Monster Hunter, dude.
Become the ultimate Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
We got Choo Choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charlie. Yeah. Choo Choo Charles. Yeah, definitely. It's like a weird horror train game that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I've heard good things. I
think it's been a bit of an internet meme for a while. It's like what's inside the the engine. What the hell's that? Child's. Yeah, I don't know the kids.
The tank engine.
Tom. Yeah, there you go. Bro, I feel like I shouldn't know that. All right, how about that? Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine's like been a bit of a meme of like what's inside. It's like a person or a centipede squished inside that tank engine. It's a thing. Choo Choo Charles. It seems like one of those things that YouTubers will play and react to, and they're like, "Oh, shoosh, look at this," and then everyone's like, "LOL."
Games, yeah. It has more substance than that, but yeah,
that's what it looks like on the surface from the outside looking in.
For sure.
These are just quick first impressions. We got Horizon Forbidden West, dude. Did you get a chance to play that?
I own it. I just haven't. I didn't have time. It looks great though, and I had a cousin who played through it 3 times.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah. Yep. First one was great. It's
I
just
still gotta play the first one.
oh
It's
yeah,
now on
check it out.
PC, so
Yep, yep. You
I
gotta
was
check
thinking
it out,
about
dude.
picking that up.
Uh, the general the fights feel very dynamic, and I think if you think you'll like the Monster Hunter thing, it's not as hardcore, but I could see kind of a little bit of a parallel. And people, Monster Hunter fans, like shut the fuck up. No, it's not. But like in the grand scheme of things, there's a little bit of a cool parallel for how you fight the robot monsters, and I
Yeah,
think
it's
you'll
a
enjoy
little bit
that.
more thought out. Then we got
Yes.
Game of the Year, God of War Ragnarok
Yep.
on here.
Still working through my playthrough. Fantastic though.
Yeah, my one buddy is just playing the first one, and he was loving it. So
Yeah. First one was fantastic, dude. Well
yeah,
deserved all the
same
praise.
team and all this. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
good games are getting.
Boy.
We got like 2-3 good games on this list. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. I don't even know this game came out, dude.
Game's trash. I don't even know why I mentioned it. Are you just going through the 2022 releases?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the last one on this thing is a Tunic.
That game needs more praise. It's basically like like we got Zelda at home, but it's more than that.
It's got a lot of polish
fantastic. I think it won a BAFTA. I want to say, or maybe it was up for a BAFTA, but the game looks great. I just think it's hard when you're an indie game coming out with like a God of War coming out. You know what I mean? But that game's on my list too, and it's in my cart right now to buy. But it looks absolutely wonderful.
I don't know what this says about you. That game always. It looks like it should be like a $9.99, $5.99 title to me.
Fuck out of here, dude!
I don't know,
wow.
dude. I look at it. I look at it, I assess it. I'm like, it looks like if it was like, I'm saying like for like an impulse purchase to just be like, all right, this is something that I'm just gonna have in my library, even if I don't have time to play it. I would just throw them like $6 to $10. But yeah,
fucking party foul, dude. So
it's
much,
too much.
like TLC went into that, man.
I was looking at like other things that happened. Sony announced it was going to buy Bungie, dude. Remember that? The deal was closed in July 2022, dude. That happened, dude. In January, Sony Interactive Entertainment announced they would be acquiring Bungie for $3.6
that's right.
billion.
That was their knee-jerk reaction to Microsoft getting Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That
Bungie's
the
a studio.
is now trying to, or the FCC is trying to stop. So
it's weird that they're trying to stop that, and not all these other major.
Yeah, it's because like Call of Duty is $1 billion franchise and it recycles every year. So Microsoft is already a multi-billion-dollar company, and they're adding more printing money.
But I mean, that's what big companies do. It's like I don't see like the grounds to do it. Is it like just anti-competitiveness?
Anti-competitive. Yep.
There's so many FPSs out there, though. It's weird. I remember when they tried to do this for Microsoft in the first place for home PCs, and then they're like, typewriters are kind of like PCs. Cash registers are PCs. So they like went through like all this bullshit. I don't know, man. It's weird. Whatever. If they don't get it, I lose no sleep over it. I think it's probably the best thing for them to get acquired by Microsoft. I'm not saying they're the good guys, but they're better than the management that's been happening over there. So
yes, agreed. I don't think it's good in the long run either for gamers, but as far as having these franchises continue, and I think it needs to be stewarded by a different like head team than what's happening.
Yeah, there's CEOs.
Yep.
Just evil.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Let's see here. Epic Games announced it's going to acquire internet company Bandcamp for an undisclosed amount.
Yeah.
Nintendo acquisition, the longtime development partner SRD. The deal closed in April 1st. I feel like Nintendo constantly does this where they'll buy up technology companies in the background, and
too, like as far as like the game dev side for Nintendo, they have their internal teams, and then they always have like their second parties, like Platinum Games right now is considered a second party of Nintendo because of all the Bayonetta love and all that. Even though they can still make multi-platform games, like Nintendo will go to them for they'll even trust them with one of their titles, for like a spin-off game and stuff. Kind of like Bandai Namco, like Nintendo has never really had a great working relationship with third party, like true third party devs in years since the SNES. After the whole like shake up in the N64 era with Rare and all that shit, Square and all that. But now with the Switch era, they've rebuilt relationships. The Bandai Namco's trusted for, or no, or is it Tecmo Koei? For they own Dynasty Warriors for some third party stuff. So interesting stuff.
Looks like Netflix bought a couple of game companies here as well.
They did their first. They have like a weird marketplace thing on the website and on the phone, so you can have some games on your phone. But they also released a trivia game the last month or the month before.
Okay,
so that's like their first project, and the trivia game's fun. My wife and I play it.
I feel like maybe they got too much money or something. I don't know what's going on with them.
They're trying to diversify because of all the other streaming like things happening. So,
yeah, movie licensing is always a sticky wicket. It's hard to know, you have like certain time frames and stuff. You never know what's going to be on Netflix. Yeah. It's like a roll of the dice. You're like, hopefully something's good this month.
Plus, if these game studios make a popular IP, they already would own the film rights for it. Just by being pioneers of the franchise itself. So I think that's their big plan. It's like release a good game, make a show.
Run the pipeline,
double whammy,
double whammies.
Yep. Look at Cyberpunk, dude. Cyberpunk Edge Runners was a fucking banger, and like it's gonna make me play the game. That's how good that show was. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're threatening to play that game. Did you ever play that game?
It's in my cart right now. I'm waiting for the last day of the sale to pull the trigger, dude. I just don't know yet. But Edge Runners was fucking great. Did you watch it?
Did you? No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my god, dude! You who actually like anime
and Cyberpunk,
it's like straight made for you.
I think I'm being a hipster, dude. I'm just like
dude.
It seems like I've known about that shit when it came out.
It's so good that even with fan service being in the show, like it's getting like prestigious awards and shit. That's how good it is, dude. It has like some similar anime tropes, and the people are like looking past that shit, going, "Yep, this is fucking great." Like I'm talking like the wider sense of like critics and shit. It's great. It was fantastic.
Man. I would check Good Old Games too to see if they got like a better discount for Cyberpunk.
It's gonna be Steam. It's gonna be Steam.
They had some sales, man. All right, you wanted everything on the same. All right.
Also,
that's fair.
Like with Steam Deck shit, just having it on Steam is just slightly easier. Even though I have like the GOG launcher on my Steam Deck, and I'm sure it's the same, but it just looks nicer. I can admit I'm that guy where I just.
Did you see that they had the Steam launcher now? Like they're beta testing that for regular Steam users for the deck. They're like, you can check out how the Steam Deck layout now.
Oh, it's just the layout. Yeah.
I tried it for like 2 seconds. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, it's definitely made for like mobile devices, or if you want to convert your PC to like just pure gaming, I imagine it'll be something kind of cool for like internet cafes, stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of maybe taking the place of big picture mode too.
It's basically big picture complete. Because big picture has basically been in like open, never-ending beta for quite some time.
So it's trash for a long time, and it seems like they put those resources.
It's been good.
Okay, I haven't used it in years.
Within the past 5 years, it's been great. Because I played the Steam Link upstairs before I got like the Steam Deck, and big picture worked great. So I had no problems with big picture, man. It was really good.
Let's see here. What else happened this year? They had that Grand Theft Auto game footage leak, dude. The in progress
looks good. And honestly, like, dude, for what Take-Two does and how shitty of a publisher they are, the problem is GTA is just so, it's so much fun. It's such a good series, dude, that I can't help but be excited. I'm really pissed with GTA 5 for never having single player expansions when all the other games did.
It's too much money they're printing online, dude.
I know. I know the reason. I'm still pissed about it though. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited for a new single player GTA.
All right. Yeah. It would have been nice if they would have just at least like put out like scripting tools or something for people to make their own single player style expansions for it. It's for the mod community. There's a ton of mods for that. They have like a VR mod. They have a bicycle mod where you can hook
actually
your
pedal.
actually pedal like with a exercise bicycle to it, or hook up like your Wahoo or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Did they close down Square Enix Montreal? Looks like it was renamed and then closed 3 months. Did somebody else pick it up?
That was part of their dump of all the Western IPs.
Yeah. This is Embracer Group completed its acquisition.
Embracer became like the third biggest game publisher in the world with that acquisition.
Okay,
I need to be cited on that, but I'm pretty sure it's third. They're third.
That sounds real enough, dude. We heard it on the internet because we said it, dude. It makes it real. Let's see. Thunderful Group acquired Jump Ship for an undisclosed sum.
I don't know what that is. But I know everything.
Yeah, and one of the last things on here is the FTC moved to block the proposed acquisition Activision Blizzard by Microsoft.
Yep.
John Carmack announces departure from Meta as CTO.
Let's stop right there. No more.
That's the last thing on the list.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about too. I was gonna think about doing this on another episode. Let me see what time we got. We got time for this.
This is towards the end here.
John Carmack is a fucking wizard, and he will be the reason that the human race will cease to exist because this dude's too fucking smart. And like he keeps getting like bored of the fields he's in, so he's like, why don't I just make a fucking reality gun to warp the space-time continuum, and then that brings about the apocalypse. So we're closer and closer to that future.
Doom was a prophecy, not a
Doom was the
game.
prophecy, dude mastered like fucking like game engines, then moved over. Then people are still using his code to this day.
Yeah.
In other game engines, dude. Like the lighting script or whatever for a lot of shit is from the fucking Quake engine. There's
BSP.
The general FPS just setup is from him. Like the parallax methods on PC were first figured out by him. Mega texturing, all that shit. I think space-time warp or whatever on VR. I'm pretty sure it's attributed to him. It might be another person, but how VR like became where it is, it's because he took an interest in it and using a prototype Quest before it kickstarted, or Oculus, I should say, before the Kickstarter happened, he got Doom 3 working on it.
Yeah.
And it was the first fucking prototype with like duct tape, like to make it work. It was like a duct taped fucking headset, and this dude made it work. This dude
built it in a cave.
This dude was like ushering in fucking new shit for our entire lives, dude. Like PC gaming as a whole is because of him, and he was a fucking rocket scientist and sent people to space and shit, dude. Had his own fucking rocket fucking company.
Working on teleportation now?
Yes. Yes, this motherfucker's working on teleportation, dude. Doom is gonna happen in life. Yeah. John fucking Carmack, dude. He's gonna kill us all.
I think what's important is like just sending the data. You know, if you can send data faster than
we all know. I believe an atom was successfully teleported.
Yeah, if you could do that, like you use like femto photography, where you're taking like 1 billion frames per second, you can capture.
How do you know it's the same atom?
I think it's
do we have
its IP address.
To actually show it, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna say like I think you were the one who showed that to me a few years ago, like the real teleportation, right? And I never cited it, so someone cite that. So someone fact check that.
Yeah, but you can send bits of data. I think what's really important for is like if they're thinking about colonizing Mars, because right now they still use like radio signals, and I think it takes like 3 weeks for like a radio signal to get to like a rover on Mars to send like a series of programmatic movements for it, and then like 3 weeks for it to like send that data back. Yeah, if you could just like teleport that data and you can break like the speed of light, then that's how you begin to become an interplanetary species, man. That's crazy.
I feel like we need another, like a few more satellites up there with our current technology to act as a relay. But but what
if
do
you
I
could
know?
just
I'm just the guy sitting in a computer chair, man.
move data faster than light, and then it's you break all those rules, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that's cool, man. This is good luck to Carmack on his teleportations, I guess.
No, dude, Carmack, come back to gaming, bro. You're delving into shit you shouldn't, man. Don't kill us all, man.
Messing with the powers you can't even begin to comprehend.
So I was watching. I read Masters of Doom. Actually, over our little break, I read the Masters of Doom. I've actually never read it. I've always seen excerpts from it, but never read it. So I read Masters of Doom, and I watched a TED Talk with John Carmack, and just did like just kind of a deep dive into him, like post this like him leaving Meta. Which he wrote a scathing just thing saying, "Hey, he's like, I believed in what is happening here, but upper management has no fucking clue what they're doing." Is basically what he said, which is true.
They expanded extremely fast. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's probably hard to like keep, and then they acquisitioned a bunch of companies as well, so it's hard to like create like a corporate identity or like how you want like the thing to be managed. Like, I don't know. And then there's so much money where it just feels like you don't really have to do anything. Like you're still going to get paid,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like that bloat. It said like it was like corporate bloat, but like in an atomic bombs level of like you're bringing in like all these new people, all these new ideas, all these other different companies. There's no like group that's really pushing overhead. There's like the group that like has like the vision for everything, but then those like little silos of everybody else just kind of doing their own shit.
Yeah.
But nobody's doing shit because everyone's just getting paid. And it's always like, oh yeah, we're working on it. Oh, we want it to be great. Oh, it's like you need, milestones and deadlines. You need to treat it all like startups and be like, you guys are not getting paid until like we get product, or at least like this level of product or a demo or something. It all makes sense though if you look at like they said at their first state of the meta where they're like, yeah, we're not going to have anything to show for 8 years. At which point I was like, holy shit, why is anyone investing in this if it's not going to be profitable for 8 years? That's crazy. But people were still investing, and then they had like that last earnings call, and then everyone like started bailing on it. And they're like, "Oh my god, they're losing trillions of dollars." I'm like, "Yeah, this is weird that it took this long for this to happen."
Well, this is actually what has to happen for the state of VR, and I think we'll spend an episode in the near future, going over this. But VR has had such growth within 5 years, really, that no other new medium has had this level of growth. So to continue that, we need a company to take the hit. And
yeah, somebody's got to be the front guy, the fall guy.
And it's Meta. Meta has to take the hit. But
the fact
that Zuck has like a fucking dude boner for it, he'll take the hit and he'll keep on trucking. So we'll see where it goes. I'm just hoping that they already have the market lead, so I want Meta Quest exclusivity for games to be timed. I know they're going to keep it as exclusive, but I'd rather be timed.
Yeah, they want everything. They want to own it all.
Exclusive forever. So that's my hope.
They want the whole damn pie. Yeah, again, like a lot of the short-term decisions are baffling, but if you look at it as like an 8-year project that they have, a lot of it makes more sense. Like if you think about like it usually takes like 3 to 4 years to make like a really good AAA game. If they're pushing everything back to 5-6 years, like and then you look at like kind of like chart where the hardware is. If you look at like what the Pro is now, and then you think, all right, well, if that becomes the standard issue in like another 4 years, then like all these moves begin to make a bit more sense. Where they're like, I don't know, it's still like a lack of powerful hardware to put out like the type of games.
I think it's a lack
people
of
want
knowing what people, the general public, will want and do. Zuck is too big of a fucking nerd to not realize people don't want to just have a fucking headset strapped to them for 8 hours a day. That's what, like, the metaverse thing just, I mean, VR chat already exists. You
Yeah.
don't need the
And like the
metaverse.
batteries don't even last that long, dude. Like you're creating like solutions for a problem that you don't even have the answers to, man.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, how can we make a world that people want to stay in? It's like, bitch, your battery lasts 2 hours. Like, what are you talking about?
Metaverse is 2 hours long, bitch.
Yeah. You used up all your metaverse credits, dude.
But yeah, man, on that note, it's good to be back, everybody. Some very, very exciting news coming in the next couple of weeks from us. Content, boys. Content. That's all I can say right now.
Wow.
But Chip, dude, it's been a while, man.
Yeah.
Good seeing you again, brother.
Good seeing you, man.
For Chipped Monk, man, I'm Mr. Gimpy. Like, share, subscribe. Happy to be back. 2022 is over. 2023, new adventure.
We're here. Let's do it.
We out of here.
Infinity, dude.